Good morning. Michael Robinson here with this week's Tips from the Pro. It was a great weekend here. A lot of people out playing golf and enjoying the golf course. And it got me thinking about how I could help you this week. I want to talk a little bit about playing. Playing is really important, and Hogan talked about it. Everybody has the right idea. This club has to travel mostly on plane for it to be a pretty efficient golf swing. So I know everybody wants to get out to the range and hit golf balls and see the ball fly differently than they're used to, but I want you to resist that urge. Why? When you look at a target and you look at a golf ball and you go to make a golf swing, your brain has a set of instructions that it thinks it knows how to do. When you go to the range and you just hit golf balls all the time, the brain is going to be having a really hard time at making a new motion while in that environment. I want to encourage everyone to take some time at home or in your backyard and make some really slow motion swings with this drill that I'm going to give you. You'll find that your brain will be fully engaged and you will learn and feel those motions without it being interrupted by the judgment and result of whether a golf ball flew well or not. So I brought an alignment stick over. If you don't have one, they have these stakes for your driveway at Home Depot. And I'm going to go ahead and grip it in my grip here, and I'm going to make this club a lot longer than it usually is. Usually when I set up to a golf ball, I have a very hard time having an awareness of where my club is because I can't see it. But guess what? Now that I've made it longer, my club and this stick are really correlated. So in the start of the golf swing, if I get my club head too far behind my hands, this stick points way out in front of me. I want you for the first part of the golf swing to feel like the stick stays more parallel to your feet or the target line as you make it to about halfway back. This one's still pointing left of the target line or too outside. This one's pointed really right of the target line or too far inside. So the first check would be about parallel halfway back. And then as you go up towards the top, I want this stick to point slightly outside the golf ball or where the golf ball would be. If I get it too far in here, that means I'm a little across the line. If I get it too far out there, that means I'm a little bit laid up. Now, players can play from different places, but the downswing will then reflect where the backswing came from. The most common one I see with players is they get it too far behind them at the start of the swing, and then it makes them want to get really steep in the downswing, and you can see that this stick is pointed back towards me. This will lead to a left to right ball flight, and not what most people love to see. Most people want to hit that beautiful high soft draw. So if you want to hit a draw, we have got to get it parallel, pointed slightly outside the golf ball, and as you start down, it needs to stay pointed outside the golf ball or point even more outside the golf ball as you start down. From here, then I can rotate really well and the stick catches back up to my rib cage through impact. So again, we don't want it too far outside or too far inside. That stick gets disconnected. I want to see it trace back to about parallel, up to the top looking somewhat by the golf ball. Downswing gets a little more out to the golf ball, and then I can rotate back through impact and posture. Make some really slow motion golf swings. Let your brain learn what you're asking it to do. When you go to hit a golf ball, your brain already knows what to do, and it does it the way you've always done it, whichever way that may be. Take 20 minutes and do slow motion rehearsals. You will be shocked at how much more you can feel and how much more you can learn. Hope you have a great week. We look forward to seeing you out at the golf course later on in this week.